how do you do your job? I'm so, before we keep going, look, it's all well and good to be a reporter on, obviously Amy's the first of her kind, but the insider job is really tough. So just take us behind the velvet rope for a second and explain to us how you do your job.
I don't think there's one way I do it every day. I think I started off as just a normal news reporter, and I used to always talk to the police officers and the firemen at the scenes to just find out what was happening. And I realized pretty quickly that I liked knowing more than everybody else in the moment. And so then when I switched to sports, I I just took that same skill set I learned being a news reporter and just applied it to football, specifically as I went a couple different paths, but I eventually wound up at the NFL. And news is really what got me here, and what separated me, I think, from some others to really give me some opportunity when I was at ESPN. But it's really a relationship based position I'm in, and it's all relationship. It's investing time, a lot of time with people in the league, decision makers, players, agents, getting to know them past just hello, what's up, I need something. And guys, getting older stinks, especially as a woman. But one thing I value so much now is your experience, and the time that I've put into so much of this is becomes fruitful as I'm getting older. I met Saquon at his pro day years ago. And we always stayed in touch, and I started a podcast this year at the Athletic, and I was nervous about it all going down. I don't know how I was going to get interviews. And so I just text him. I'm like, would you come on my podcast? And he's like, of course I will, and I don't have that if I never stayed in touch with him all these years and always kept that relationship really good. And by the way, I've made tons of mistakes doing this. I've had problems with tons of GMs and head coaches in the league who don't like the way I report stuff or don't want stuff out. Mike Silver said this to me years ago. There are only certain people who can do this, and the quality that separates insiders, I think, from the other reporters who do a great job as well. But just the thing that separates them is nerve. You have to have nerve to sit in some stuff and to put out information that most people don't want out, or they want to put it out themselves, or they want to present it a certain way. So I think naturally I have that, which is helpful, but it comes with a lot of stress. And I got 2 little boys at home too. So the juggling act is really hard. That is, I can't tell you guys how many times I am strapping Mikey and Joey in their car seats and news is breaking. It's clockwork. It's going to happen today. I don't know what it is about those car seats. And obviously I have to make a decision in that moment, because they're rambunctious. So they want to jump out. I got to lock them in before I grab my phone. So fortunately over the years, I've got wonderful people in the NFL who are so supportive of me being a mom doing this. I get calls from people. The boys are screaming in the background. It's mortifying. I'm always so embarrassed by it. And there is nothing better than when, a man on the other side of the call goes, hey, I don't care about the crying. Keep talking. Or I'm here. Don't worry. Or do you want to call me back? No worries. I got kids too. That was the most surprising thing to me, by the way, when I became a mom, is how accepting and incredibly understanding football has been about it.
And I'm going to tell you this right now, because I'm older than you and have lived through it already. Don't you dare apologize for that, because let's face it, all those guys that you're talking to have great wives who are helping them take care of their kids, or assistants or nannies or housekeepers. And don't you dare apologize, because you're doing 2 jobs at once. I just want to say that right now, because I'm really tired of women apologizing for trying to multitask. And so
I catch myself doing it, and I know I shouldn't say that. And I even tease my competition all the time. Adam Schefter taught me how to do this. He's a mentor of mine. And I will never forget, Michael was 6 months old and he's screaming, and Adam and I are talking through the Matt Ryan trade to Indy. And Adam's like, what is it? What's going on? I go, it's Mikey. I'm home. He's like, where's your nanny? I'm like, I don't have a nanny. I'm home with my baby right now. It's my day off. I'm not it doesn't work.
Come on.
Please. He's so supportive of the whole thing. He was the first person to send me a gift. He's amazing. But I don't think most of the men doing this while they are parents, I don't think that they're the main all the time. And then sometimes I wonder if I get scooped a lot because I have the boys, and I think it happens, but it's okay. And there's other ways I make up for it. And it's definitely become a great connector, going back to the relationships in football. I've met more people in the NFL since I became a parent, because you have this common ground. We're all in this club.
Check out new episodes of What the Football with Suzy Shuster and Amy Trask every Tuesday. Watch us on the Rich Eisen Show YouTube page or follow and listen wherever you get your podcasts.